This is our lecture on dispersion. Before I explain what dispersion is, suppose you have two players, two batsmen. The first player scores 0, 50 and 100 in 3 consecutive ODIs. Player 2 scores 50, 50 and 50 in the 3 ODIs. Now who do you think is the better batsman? The average of first player is 50. How do you find the average? 0 plus 50 plus 100 divided by 3 is equal to 50. The average of player 2 is 50 plus 50 plus 50, that is 150 upon 3 is again 50. As you can see, the averages of both the players is 50. But still we can compare these two batsmen by saying which one is better. So clearly you can see batsman 2 is better because he is more consistent. Right? He is more consistent. He is more reliable. कुछ तो मारेगा, है ना? 50 या 50 लेकिन कुछ तो मारेगा. Whereas first player is not consistent. Now how do you decide who is better? Even though two examples may have exactly same averages or approximately same averages, but still one of the data will be more consistent than the other data, or one of them will be more reliable than the other data. Now here I have given the example of players, but you may have the examples of salaries of workers in two factories. In both the factories, the workers may have same average of salary, but still it could be one of the factories could be more consistent than the other factory. Now what does this imply? Here comes the meaning of dispersion. This is the dispersion. Dispersion actually tells you the expanse of the data. How data is dispersed, how data is distributed throughout the whole series. That is known as the dispersion. Our actual syllabus for this semester will start from here. In this chapter, you are going to learn few things like range, mean deviation, standard deviation, variance, etc. Now the first topic is the range. For raw data, the range is L minus S. Now what is L? Suppose marks of 10 students are given. The largest marks or the highest marks is L and the smallest is S. So the difference between largest and the smallest is known as the range. Suppose you have, for mathematics, suppose we have paper of 100 marks. Few students score 0, few students score 100. So range will be 100 minus 0, that is 100. And we do not want higher range, isn't it? We should have a very low range, then only the performance will be better, isn't it? So range is L minus S. There is another term that will be used, that is coefficient of range, that is L minus S upon L plus S. We are sharing this video with you. What is expected is you pause these videos whenever you want, listen to these again and make your own notes. Alright, I have written only essential things in the notes. So these are my complete notes and you can write each and every word of my notes. So the formula for range is L minus S upon, L minus S, and coefficient of range is L minus S upon L plus S. Let us see an example. So find range and coefficient of range of the following data. So see now, the numbers are given. You can see that this is a raw data, right? No table is made. This is raw data. 19, 23, 16, 7, 18, 35, 14, 24. Now what is the largest value here? 35. What is the smallest value? 7. So what is range? L minus S, that is 35 minus 7 is equal to 28. And what is coefficient of range? L minus S upon L plus S. And you have the calculator, you can put the values and see it is 0.667. Isn't it easy? Yes, largest value minus the smallest value. Now let's take an example of discrete data. Remember the discrete data where you have two columns, xi and fi. So look at the xi column, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. Fi 2, 2, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Now in the question paper and also in the textbooks you will see that the table is given horizontally. Alright, and whenever we are doing further processing, not in this example but from next topic onwards, we have to make that data vertical because we need to do further processing of that table. So now you have to find out L and S. Now L and S will be chosen from xi column, xi, not from fi. So in xi you will see that 2 is the smallest value, that is S, and the largest value is 18, that is L. So range is L minus S, that is 18 minus 2 is equal to 16. Easy? And the coefficient of range L minus S upon L plus S. So substitute 18 and 2 and you will see that it is 0.8. So remember, for discrete data from xi column you have to choose S and L, which I have used red ink there to indicate what is S and what is L. Okay, even though this looks simple, I want each one of you to write these examples and practice more from the textbooks, because just by seeing and just by listening to the video you will not get the full knowledge of any topic. So you need to write. Each and everything must be written in your notes. Make a separate notebook and write everything in the notes. Let us take another example. Find range and coefficient of range. Now I have taken the example of continuous data, and I have chosen an example where class intervals are slightly different, not the ones we are used to. We are used to 0, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40 and so on. But observe that here I have taken the class intervals as 10, 19, 20, 29, 30, 39, 40, 49 and so on. So these class intervals are not useful to us because there looks a gap between 19 and 20. So what you will do is, you have to modify the class intervals. Each class interval is stretched by 0.5 on left hand side and 0.5 in the right hand side. It means from the lower boundary of every class interval 0.5 is subtracted and in the higher boundary 0.5 is added. So first class interval will be 9.5 to 19.5. Can you see? 10 minus 0.5 is 9.5 and 19 plus 0.5 is 19.5. Same way other class intervals are modified. I also want you to look at the headings. Number of students is FI. Modified class intervals. Your heading should be modified class intervals. Now S and L we have to choose. S is the lower boundary of the first class interval, that is 9.5, which I have indicated through red ink, and 99.5 is the L, the largest value L. So we are not concerned here with other columns, Fi, etc. So after finding L and S, we just find range L minus S, that is 99.5 minus 9.5, which is equal to 90, and the coefficient of range is 0.8257. My advice to all of you is write the answer up to 4 decimals. You may fix your calculator for 4 decimals. Is that clear? So let us revise what we did today. We are learning range in this lecture. Range is the highest value minus lowest value, largest value minus smallest value, L minus S. For raw data, you choose by observation the highest value and the lowest value and take the difference. For discrete data, from xi column, you have to choose the smallest value and the largest value. And in continuous data, you have to, in the class interval, the first value, the lower boundary of first class interval is your S, that is smallest, and the upper limit of last class interval will be your L, that is the largest value. Remember the formula L minus S. And so that completes range. Thank you so much.